What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Past.
Present.
Oh no, Zach didn't make it. We were afraid of this. Good thing we have Zach 2. We cloned him. We're very smart about that. We have
Wait,
clones of
that
all of us. So
no, that's what you talking about. That's Zach right there. See the hat? And you all right, Zach? You all right? Oh, there he is. There he is.
Guys, I came back from hell.
oh, he's back.
Oh my gosh.
Sounds like
That
you.
was-
Sounds like you went through hell too, all muffled.
That was crazy. That was insane. Oh my goodness. Wires caught on my chair. Oh.
Uh-oh. Wires from hell. Oop. Guest starring Zach's wife.
Sorry, my wife. Making sure getting back from hell was okay.
Yeah, so we're back.
Playback!
We are here. It's season
Nice.
2. We
All
made
right.
it through the first season. Now we're working on the second.
And the guys who came
here
back,
we are.
got people, everyone who
What is
came
it,
back,
6
we
seasons in a
appreciate
movie?
you.
Is that the joke? 6 seasons in a movie?
6 seasons in a movie.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Appreciate y'all who came back. Actually,
Yeah. Hopefully you're enjoying this enough to come back. We're gonna try and change things up a little bit. We're gonna be doing more of an open discussions type of setup here now. But before we get into that, how's everybody doing?
All right. Can't complain. Had a nice little vacation. Got sick. That wasn't too nice. But, you know. I'm alive. I made it. Well, I died. But then I came back. So that's
Yeah.
cool.
So you're good.
yeah, he just made it.
You're
Just
like
made it back.
Spawn at this point.
Oh, man. To be voiced by Keith David. That's the dream. That is the dream.
How about you, Sean?
I'm actually sweating like I was in hell.
Good. Yeah, just it's just same. Just working. Nice to get back on with you guys. Been playing a lot of emulators on my Miu Mini and retro achievements, and getting back into the old games on but just working a lot. The same old stuff.
Nice. Yeah, just been working, playing some games. Been working on a game. Not gonna talk too much about that yet, but I finally beat the Elden Ring DLC. That felt great.
Oh, nice.
Kind of like destroyed me mentally. I was
Nice.
mentally and physically just I felt so tired. I wanted to just cry. Literally, just was waiting for it to say you died above me.
Jeez. So how long did it take you? How many hours?
Well, I was fighting that last boss for probably in total of probably 15 hours.
Wow.
Just one boss.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Guess what, Kyle?
Oh, did you get it, Elden Ring? What?
I started Elden Ring. Yeah. I started Elden Ring.
Holy shit! Oh my god, guys, we're changing the podcast. We're talking about Elden Ring now.
Yeah, yeah, it's an experience. Let me tell you, I've never played one of these types of games before, so this is my first one, and it's not easy.
That's
That's what I
point,
hear.
though.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
no,
feels
it's
so good though once you start getting better and better, and then you.
Yeah, no, I've already kind of felt that a little bit, when you go in to fight like something that you can't beat yet, but then you go back and keep doing it and then you beat it. Yeah, it feels good.
Mm-hmm. That's my
Nice.
that's what I love about that game. Especially the moments this is what gets my adrenaline going is when you're one hit from death, you have no more heals, and you beat that boss.
Yeah, and then you just
And you're
freaking
just
lock in.
your heart rate was 150 freaking beats per second and everything. You're just holy shit, I did it.
That's what it
That's
felt
for-
like when I beat Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts 2 for the first time.
Yeah.
That's
Get that.
that's from Software, right? The Elden Ring.
Yes.
I played Bloodborne a little bit, but that's the only game I've played of those type of games.
Yeah, you were liking it. You just never finished it, right?
I like Bloodborne. Yeah, I just never finished it. Yeah.
You should try Elden Ring. You might like it.
I'm probably never beating Elden Ring.
That's
I've
okay.
seen what the final bosses are, and I don't think I'm going to be able to beat them. But
Yeah, you
I've
never
beaten
know.
a couple small bosses. That weird cat thing that stands up and has a sword and breathes fire. And then,
Oh, yep. I remember that.
And then there's this wolf man.
Hmm.
I beat him. I think those are the only two like bosses that I've beaten. I ran into that one guy.
They went outside the first area, the tree sentinel or whatever it is.
No, I haven't beaten the Tree Sentinel yet.
Oh,
That
okay.
motherfucker. I haven't beaten the Tree Sentinel yet. He still has my number. He still got my number. I've gotten the Tree Sentinel about halfway down, I think, in my best run of fighting him.
Okay.
No, it's when you go through like a castle and then like you go through a door that you don't know is a boss fight, and then it turns into a cutscene. And I think it's like one of the first like cutscene bosses.
Like I think his name starts with an M. It's
yeah, it's some
yeah, it's the one that everybody was
Morgan,
complaining.
yeah,
everybody was complaining about him.
Yeah, I ran to him first try. I got him down to half health.
Hey, not bad.
Oh, not bad.
And
Not bad.
and then I was not able to
item.
do that well after.
There's an item in the game somewhere that makes him easier.
Oh, okay.
You so choose to try to find it. But it's up to you. I'm just gonna give you that
Yeah,
little hint. That's it.
No, thanks. Yeah, I'll take a look. I'm kind of just like exploring a bunch,
Yeah,
basically.
That's the point.
I found a portal that warped me halfway across the map.
Yep.
And I wasn't ready for that because it was all super over leveled enemies for where I was.
Yep.
But now I'm just kind of using it to farm because there's like a string of like 6 enemies that drop like 1,000 whatever. I forget what they're called.
Yep.
Yeah, they like each drop 1,000.
Runes,
So yeah. So I've just been like doing that and kind of just farming them back and forth and leveling up.
Nice.
I found a cool 2-handed sword.
Dope. You know, Guts' sword is in that game, right?
Yeah.
Everybody loves to use that sword.
Zach, after that, you have to play. You ever play any of the Horizon games? Horizon Forbidden West.
I played the first one. I got like halfway through. I didn't really.
Forbidden West came with my PS5. I loved it. I beat that. I beat that.
I think the first one. No, I think did I buy it? I bought it. I bought the first one for PS4. Yeah, I just didn't like it. I didn't like the combat that much.
It got better for the second one. I will say.
Forbidden West is really good.
But I mean, if you weren't even like even enjoying the story, then you probably won't enjoy.
The story was fine. It was interesting.
But you also just beat God of War recently.
Just beat God of War recently. That was real good.
Nice.
Really teared up a lot during that. Beat the DLC. That was a nice ending. It was
nice. Yeah.
Real good.
Nice.
Just finished The Good Place. That was a good show.
Nice.
Cried at the end of that too.
Oh, you know what I just found out? My new favorite Christmas movie, The Holdovers.
Oh, I don't think I'm familiar with that one.
It's Paul Giamatti. Actually, I have it right below me. This has nothing to do with everything, but this movie right here, The Holdovers.
Oh, nice. You know what's so funny? I just saw a clip of that movie.
It's
where it's
so
like Paul Giamatti
good.
And that long-haired guy.
Yeah.
Are like they're like freaking out over like some like the long-haired guy's like hurt or something.
Oh yeah,
like, in the car. Like I just saw that clip. I had no context at all for what was going on.
It's such a good movie. Nelson was telling me he saw it on the plane when he went to Japan last time.
All right.
Because I was telling him about it, and he's like, I saw that movie. He's like, it was really good. I'm like, yeah, it is so good. It's like now my new favorite Christmas movie.
All right.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it's definitely an up your and Mary's alley for sure. I think you'd really like it too, though, Sean.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Just send it in the text in the Discord or whatever, or send me the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on my list.
Holdovers. I'll put it in my phone. Yep. The Holdovers.
Oh, yes. I can take Boy Kills World off my list.
Also a great movie.
I saw Deadpool Wolverine. It was good.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I liked it. Yeah.
That was good. Alien was good. The new Alien movie that nobody knows about.
I knew about it. I really haven't seen like any of the Alien movies.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. You don't really have to watch this. It takes place after the first movie, but before the second movie.
Okay. I just watched the some like little comedy short about it.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I want to see. I want to see Romulus.
But yeah. I mean, I've watched those movies when I was a kid. At least the first Alien movie, and 2, and 3.
Yeah, I've seen them all.
I think the first 3 I've seen as a kid.
And Resurrection's the 4th, I think.
Yeah. but brings back to the days of where things were simpler. I used to enjoy this thing a lot more.
Hmm. Which brings up the topic, Kyle. What's that topic?
We're gonna be talking
It's
about things with Pokemon.
I was doing a who's that Pokemon bit. Like,
Oh.
what's that topic? It's and you go Pokemon.
Got you. I
Ba-na-na!
did not pick
We
up
didn't
on
plan
that
it. We didn't plan it. It was like trying to be off
I
the road.
did
But it didn't
not
work.
pick up on that one.
It didn't work. It's all right.
We saved. I
Anyways,
think
it's
we.
Pokemon, everybody.
Well, that was supposed to be the skeleton, but the skeleton's gone.
Yeah. So, out of curiosity, what was your first experience with Pokemon? Was it the card game? Was it the show? The games itself? The video games? What was your first
Who
exposure?
wants to go first? You want to go first, Sean?
I thought I was
Sure.
trying to do this as an open discussion.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I'll talk. I'll talk about the first. My first got me into it. My first experience was probably the cards and a combination of the cards and red version on Game Boy Color. Absolutely loved that game as a kid. It was really, if you think about it, it's an RPG. Kind of, you open world. It was fun. I'll never forget that first opening scene with the professor, and you get to choose your cousin as the rival and choose between Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. I think I always went with Charmander when I was little. Then when I replayed it, like nowadays I'm replaying it, and I always go. I picked Bulbasaur because I've never taken him before.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in the process now of replaying Fire Red on my emulator because I can just play on the big screen.
He's the best counter for the first 3 gyms, Bulbasaur. So
Yeah, and I'm replaying Fire Red, and so the cards I remember with my friends collecting the cards, but I never knew I was too young to play the game, and I didn't have the attention span to actually play the actual trading card game. But it's fun now. Like once in a while, I still play that Game Boy, the TCG Game Boy game for Game Boy Color. It's pretty good. Once in a while, I play that. But yep,
I just got like everything.
I'll show you my stuff later, but yeah, I'd say a combination of those. Just seeing it in stores everywhere, all the nostalgia when you go to this, we go to Walmart or Target. It was really the late '90s and the early 2000s was everything was Pokemon.
oh my god, yeah,
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
The ads, dude. The Pokemon Snap being such a huge thing.
Pokemon is
like going
Oh,
to
I
Blockbuster.
but it's
Well, I never
And-
went to Blockbuster.
yeah.
way more huge back in the 90s, early 90s.
My N64 Pokemon Stadium, playing that with my Pokemon Snap.
All right,
'Cause
we'll get to that. We'll
yeah.
get to that. Right now,
Yeah.
we're just talking about what got you into it.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Oh, you Zach?
yeah. I was like really trying to think like what was the first thing, and I think I saw the anime first, but it was like something random. Like I'm like really like trying to grasp what actually got me into it. Like it was big at my school. Like everyone else like knew about it, and I didn't really know about it that much. And then, because I don't think I watched WB that much. I think it was more of a Fox Kids kid growing up, and then I ended up watching WB a lot. But yeah, it would have had to have been the anime, and then I found out about the card game over the summer when I went to a camp because kids were bringing their cards to camp. And that I think the first Pokemon card I ever saw was like Paris. Like
That's a
That's like a
great
s-
one to really pull
Yeah.
you in.
I mean, honestly, I really like the art for Paris. That one like stuck in my head. Not my favorite
Hmm.
Pokemon or anything, but like I did like the
That's the
I
crab,
did,
right?
Like that's a little like a little parasite little.
Yeah.
That's like the giant mound on its.
Yeah.
Or not the giant mound at that point.
It's got the 2 mushrooms, and then Parasect got the big one.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then after a bit, I got my first Game Boy Color for Christmas, and then I got Red and Blue, and I played the crap out of those. Granted, I didn't beat the Elite Four for a long time. Like I actually I think I beat the Elite Four in Gold and Silver before I beat the Elite Four in Red and Blue.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
As a kid, I don't think I ever finished it. I
John,
just
you don't finish any games.
Yeah.
Why?
yeah. Besides Ocarina of Time, I finished that when I was a kid.
But what got you into it, Kyle?
It was the card game first. So second grade, one of the kids in my class, who was a buddy of mine, he brought in the cards. This is before it started becoming popular because everybody started having it the next year. So he had told me, he was like, "Hey," he was like, "My dad works at like the
My dad
magic."
works at Nintendo.
No, he worked at actually the magic company.
Oh,
Um, so he had a couple of like the cards, and he was showing them to me. He's like, "These are really cool. My dad thinks these are going to be like the next big thing," and he was trying to let me know about that. So I went down to like my local card shop and I picked up a couple packs because it was like right around my birthday, I think. So it was like end of the year for that summer. Um, I got them. I was like, "That's kind of cool," and then I just kind of forgot about them. And then, literally, I remember going back the first day of school. All of a sudden, everybody's just trading the cards, talking about the show, all this stuff, and I was like, "Wow, I have a couple of those cards." And so I started getting more of them, and then eventually I got the green Game Boy Color. And my first one was Pokemon Blue. I was not expecting it. This is not my original copy, unfortunately. I was not expecting to go get a Game Boy Color or anything like that. My mom just literally, she's like, "Hey, we're gonna go to Walmart." They used to have like a game section that was like blocked off from everything else and sort of like kind of the middle of the building. And you'd like walk through a metal detector thing and everything, or not metal detector, but the theft detectors. Um, I remember she'd be like, "Pick a color." So I was like, "Oh, I'll get the green one." And then she's like, and then all of red was sold out, so I only could get blue. So I got blue. Fine, whatever. Blue's fine.
it's the same game. There's like two Pokemon that aren't in the
I know.
game. It's
I
like
know.
whatever.
Yeah.
It didn't honestly matter to me.
Oh yeah,
Anyway.
no, I know. I'm just saying. I like how blue version was your first one, and you're wearing
Yes.
Blastoise hat. That's nice synergy right there.
It is. It is. It is. um, People probably think Blastoise is probably like my favorite Pokemon. I do love him. He's awesome. Gyarados is my favorite, but we'll get into more of that about later.
Mm.
Um, my original blue version, unfortunately, though, I accidentally left it out in the rain and it got ruined.
and your Game Boy.
No, the Game Boy I
Good.
had, because I also had
Good.
Fire at that time. So by that point, I had also gotten red, not Fire Red, red. Um, So I must have taken it out of like because I had a case for all my games. I must have taken it out and put it down and forgot it was there. And then it rained and I found it like a couple days later. It kind of still worked. I was able to like transfer Pokemon and stuff like that if I played it, but if I shut it off, it wouldn't save or anything like that. So, but I think I eventually
Unfortunate.
ended up losing it in Basement Flood because I lost both of those and I think my Game Boy Color and everything like that.
Oof.
Those Basement Floods.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say Basement Flood. Jesus Christ.
you're gonna hear about the sadness with this my stuff here too in a minute. Well, when we talk about the basement flood, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I went blue. I went blue to red, and then yellow. Good old yellow version. Pikachu following you, which was so
Yeah.
mind blowing. I did beat the Elite Four. I used to also play it on my Super Nintendo's Game Boy player, and I
Yep.
remember literally always talking to my Pokemon as they battled, as if they could hear me. And I just remember like thinking that I had a connection to these Pokemon as a kid, so that like
Yeah.
when they would win the battles at like 1 HP, I would be like, "Oh my god, you're gonna hold on for me!"
And then they built that into a mechanic in the game.
Yeah,
Like literally just goes, Snorlax held on just for you with one
Yep.
HP. And you're like, oh my god, Snorlax, please stop. I'm a 30-year-old man. I can't cry for you right now.
he did. He did.
You did it for me.
We still lost.
I cried when I caught him in Pokemon Go.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, I guess like I don't know. What are some of like your like Kyle just shared a really nice memory from the game. What about you, Sean? Do you have any like really like I don't know impactful or just like really cool moments from the games that stand out
Just
to you at all?
yeah, honestly, those games were overwhelming for me. Those open world. It was my first really open world like RPG as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when you're exploring the cave in the red and
Mm.
blue. That
Yeah,
was like
the
over. I was like it was like a maze, kind of like, oh, where do I go? I remember getting pissed at that, at that level, at that part of the game. Like I
yeah,
said
Mount
earlier.
Moon,
Yep,
Victory Road, Seafoam
yep,
Islands,
yep.
Mewtwo's Tunnel.
And as I said earlier, the beginning starting point of the game when you pick your Pokemon with Professor Oak, and then you go get the parcel and then bring it back. When you go to the Viridian City and then bring it back to Pallet Town, and that I'll never forget that opening when you get to. It was so cool being able to choose one of the three, and then I would always try to go back and click A on the last Pokemon after your cousin takes one, and it's like that's
Oh, try
that's
try
pretty.
to get the last.
Yeah, there is a hack I think you can start the game with two Pokemon. There's a way to do it now. I think there's a cheat or a hack how to do it now, but I never. It was just I would always just try to do that, and then it's like, oh, this is Professor Oak's last Pokemon. It's like, oh, that's depressing. I want it. I want both.
Yeah, that one just rots there forever. Also,
Yep.
the rivals. He's not your cousin. He's Professor Oak's nephew.
Yeah, that he forgot
Oh,
the
that's
name
right.
of.
I always thought he was
That
your
is,
cousin. Okay, and then you have to pick his name.
yeah, then
Pick
you
his
then yeah
yeah.
then you call
Yeah.
him
Yeah.
Fudd, but
Cause he
I always
goes,
called him Gary. Gary. Fuck you,
yeah, I
Gary.
know
yeah, yeah.
the
Everybody,
Pokemon
Ash
game
and
really.
Gary,
Yeah, I think they put that as one of the default names though. I think it was like Blue Gary and like some random name and
Yeah.
then whatever you
Mhm.
wanted to name him.
I think I named my
Um,
character just my name.
and then the exciting one last memory is as a kid with friends just showing our cards off and trading cards and like you getting that adrenaline rush when you're trading a card like okay, I'll take you have a Blastoise or whatever, you have a Magikarp, here you go, trade. And it's like get that little thrill of and then you're married to your cards. I was like nervous about like giving them away, but I was happy at the same time, you know what I mean?
Did you guys ever get
Yeah,
the Lunchables that had like the little like the little tab cutouts on the back of them of Pokemon? Like they were probably like this big, and
like the
the
box
back would
tops. No, box tops were cereal boxes, right?
yeah, no, it would be a
Yeah.
Lunchable. In the back of the Lunchable, it had like a
Oh.
square that had like like
I,
six of them on there, and you'd like cut them out. And like my school had those, and like
Mm.
that was more. People loved that more than the cards at a point. Like there was like everyone had baggies just filled with these things. You like trade them, try to get ones you didn't have. Like
Yep.
yeah.
Don't remember those, but that's cool.
I mean, I know I ate a lot of Lunchables as a kid. I don't think I ever saved those though.
But yeah, one of my favorite memories from the games was Diamond and Pearl. Love Diamond and Pearl. I on Saturdays I would be with my grandparents, and we would my grandfather and I would go to the Borders in our town, and right next
Borders
to the
was
Borders
a bookstore for those of you. Who don't
Borders
know.
was a bookstore.
I know
I
I
would
missed
go
that.
there and read like manga and whatnot, and just like sit there because it was like a you're supposed to buy from Borders, but they had comfy chairs, a cafe, and you kind of could just read whatever you wanted while you were there. So I just read
Yeah.
a crap ton of manga while I was there, or look at game guides and whatnot. But sometimes I would sneak off. Toys R Us was in the next plaza over, so I would just sneak off and just go into Toys R Us and walk around there for a bit. Um, and one day I was like, I'm gonna buy Diamond or Pearl, one of the two. And I bought it, and then came home and started playing it. And
That's Gen 4, right?
that's Gen 4.
Yes, because it's
And
after Ruby. Okay.
that Elite Four, or the champion battle, lives in my mind forever because it was such like an intense battle against Cynthia.
Mhm.
And then it came down to my Infernape versus her Garchomp. And like it was literally, it felt in my mind felt like an anime battle. Just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like I would go almost down, heal myself. Usually the champions get 2 heals for their Pokemon. She uses her heals on Garchomp. Like it's just back and forth, just getting hit with just like heart attacks, and then like both down to like almost no HP. And like I was able to sneak in the double attack with a Mach Punch and just get it over. And it was, oh my god. I was just like eyes like darted open. Like that was my Elden Ring boss. Like that was me being like, oh my god, like first try I beat Cynthia. Holy crap! Like because normally you battle Elite Four member and then you die and then you go back and just farm for that for a while until you can just bang through all of them and like
Mhm.
finally and like during that time frame I was never doing like a like oh I have so much money, I just have hundreds of heals. It's like I was like out of heals, like
Yeah.
it was just oh my god. But that was just one of my favorite battles, favorite champions, such a favorite game overall. Like so good.
Mm.
Nice. Yeah. Do you ever play? Any of you play like Pokemon Stadium 1 or 2? Any of those?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I played Pokemon Stadium 1,
Mhm.
and then for a Christmas a couple years ago,
This
I bought
is my
Pokemon
original
Stadium
copy.
2. Yeah, I have my original copy of Stadium, and then I bought Pokemon Stadium 2 for my sister a couple years ago.
Because it actually has my name kind of written in pen right
Ha,
now.
nice.
Because this is the only one that actually did something smart and put it on the front of the label here where it says this game belongs to. Instead of having to write it in like here on the back and mess up all that labels, they had an actual spot.
I'll be honest. I don't like it right there. I wish they would have put that on the back.
It would have
to,
been
like right in.
cool if it was like on the back, but at least they gave
I get
you
it.
a
Like
spot.
it's nice, but yeah. It's just the art's really like it's not that it's like amazing art because I'm pretty sure it's just the 2 CGI models on there, right?
Yeah, it's just Blastoise and Charizard
Yeah,
breathing fire at Blastoise.
yeah, which is so freaking cool.
Yeah.
I just want to look at it without the stupid white block of nothing in there. Yeah, no, Stadium was great. Loved playing Stadium, all the mini games and whatnot. What was your favorite mini game?
The Magikarp jump.
Magikarp Jump. That got turned into a mobile game.
I hated the drowsy one.
Oh my god, yeah, I hated the drowsy.
Or
What about
Hypno.
you, Sean?
Was it drowsy or Hypno?
I think it was drowsy. It was drowsy. It was they were
Drowsy.
doing the metronome, like they were like drowsy, and it was like
Yeah.
clicking the fucking thing all over the place. Did you have a favorite one, Sean?
Well, not the mini games, but I just remember playing that on N64 and just it was so cool to actually be in an open arena, like a huge arena, and just the coach co-op was just the best on that. Just battle your friends, and it was nice being on the big screen because I did use the link cable on with friends with red version, but in trade and stuff in battle, but not as much. And then when that came out, it's like that was so cool. But I
The
just
announcer.
remember, yeah.
The fact that you could plug in the original games up to I think
Yeah.
gold and silver, maybe.
I don't
or
think
is
you
that
could do
for
gold and
2?
silver on
That might have been
Stadium.
2.
You could do red, blue, or yellow on Stadium 1.
Yes, and that was how people found a way to also break Pikachu from being able to follow you in yellow, because you could transfer him, but then if you transfer him back, he doesn't follow you anymore.
If you just put him in the PC, he stops following you. Like
Yeah.
you can never take him out of your party.
It's
I have a
crazy.
question for you. I have a question for you guys. I'm replaying Red right now.
Mhm.
Then I was gonna try to play at least the first 3 gens in order, but when Call of Duty's Black Ops 6 comes out, that might slow me down. But but I want to. What do you think I should play on? Emulation versus the original. What do you think is better to like replay? It really doesn't matter, I guess, because you're
It doesn't
replaying
really
it.
matter. I would say emulation
'Cause I can't-
only because you can speed it
yeah.
up because those games are so slow now.
Yeah,
like, I
yeah.
love them, but playing them
Yeah.
at the speed that they are naturally at is a slog.
Or handheld. I could do emulation handheld or hook it up to my TV. So I might just
Yeah,
do the. I
if
don't
you
know.
have the option to go at like 2 times speed, that would be the way to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The fast forward's a nice feature,
Mm-hmm.
and the save states before you enter a
And,
gym.
yeah.
Outside of Pokemon Stadium 1, did any of you play 2?
Not as
I
much. Not as
Didn't
much.
play 2, but like I said, I bought it for my sister, so I think she's played it.
I never played it.
I got it at a good
I never
price.
owned it. I got it. Yeah,
Mm.
that's good. That's awesome. I did not realize that it was gold front and then a silver back, not gray.
Oh, interesting. I don't even know if I realized that when I got it.
Yeah, which is a really nice touch considering it's the gold and silver are on the front.
Oh, that is cool, actually.
Yeah, because it's
Wow, all these revelations.
Lugia.
Didn't even realize.
You guys like 2 better than 1?
I
never
never
played
played
2.
it.
Never played 2. I just have it.
Yeah, same. I think I rented 2. I think I rented 2, but I don't remember it very much.
By the time Stadium 2 came out, I don't think I was into Pokemon as much already.
Because that was the end of the
Yeah.
N64 life cycle, I believe. That was like 2001.
I don't have
2000,
Pokemon Snap in front of me, but did you play that one?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
I
loved Pokemon Snap.
loved the-
I loved Pokemon Snap.
Me too.
Oh my
Pokemon
lord.
Snap
Me
was
too.
probably my favorite N64 Pokemon game. My least favorite,
I-
though, is the one that I do
yeah.
have here, which is Hey You Pikachu.
Oh my
game
god,
is-
you have Hey You Pikachu?
I do. This is my original Hey You Pikachu.
I always wanted it, but never got it. And
Yeah,
honestly,
good.
I'm happy I didn't.
It's a good
because
thing you never
it's-
got it.
It sounds like it was actually awful to play.
It was so bad. It did not recognize your voice. Pikachu just did whatever the fuck he wanted to do, and it did not matter. I literally remember just swearing at him and then doing the thing that he was supposed to do sometimes. And then other times he'll just stare at you like, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so
I never played Hey You.
That's okay. You're not missing anything.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'd say my favorite was same as Zach, Pokemon Snap and Super Smash Bros was fun playing as Pikachu, the original Smash Bros. That was
Yeah.
fun.
I did play the original Smash. I don't have it. I borrowed it from my cousin.
Played as you could Pikachu and you could unlock Jigglypuff, I believe, in that one, right?
Yeah, because GameCube is the one that had
Or was it
Mewtwo.
Kirby?
Yeah.
Not Kirby. No, Jigglypuff.
Yeah, Kirby's in there
Yeah,
too, but yeah.
Yeah.
It was like what, 8 characters plus 4 hidden ones, which was like Luigi, Jigglypuff, Ness, and I don't remember the last one.
One last question for replaying these games. Do you think I should play the Fire Red or just the originals if I do emulation? Because I started
I
both,
would
but I can.
do Fire Red. Do
Fire Red
Yeah.
and Leaf Green
Yeah.
are the originals. They're just remade for the Game Boy Advance, and they. fixed all
It's a
the
little different.
bugs.
They're not exact like replicas. They do
It's kind
change
of
up
like
stuff a little
like
bit.
remastered and change ups. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit of both. Better graphics.
Yeah, they look more
Yeah.
like Ruby and Sapphire basically.
Yeah, they're an actual full color and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's Ruby and Sapphire is Gen 3, and then Silver and Gold is 2. Emerald, Emerald Green, Emerald is the
three.
Yeah.
Yep,
After Yellow, I didn't play for a long time.
Mm.
At least for like the handheld ones.
I got
the person-
Gold and Silver. I think the next Christmas after I got Red and Blue, and I played the shit out of those games. I
Silver,
loved
man.
them.
I loved Silver so much. That was probably my favorite. Still probably my favorite. Well, the Soul Silver, which is where it came back.
those
That was DS. That was on
freaking
DS.
dogs. The worst thing to try to catch were those stupid legendary dogs
Yeah.
in Gold and Silver, because you had to walk to wherever they were and then wait until they popped out of the grass. Because if you flew to wherever they were, they immediately jumped to somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. You could
So
fly to
annoying.
the area before it and then walk. In
Is that how it worked? All right.
yeah, you couldn't fly directly to, but you could fly to like one of the areas around it and then just walk over, and hope that they didn't move by then.
Okay, just for that experience, Zach, emulation because of save states. If I replay. Yep.
But yeah, I fell off after those for a long time, and then Zach over here kind of got me back into them.
Was that with the Heart Gold Soul Silver?
Yup. Old Silver, baby.
Nice. Is that
Hell yeah.
is that your original copy?
Yes. Well,
Nice.
the copy's not in here, just the case right now. But the game is somewhere else. I just never put them back in the cases because they're sitting all together somewhere. So all the cases I'm going to show you from here on out are all empties.
I played a little bit of Fire Red when Zach got me into it too, because when he sold me, he doesn't remember this, but when he sold me his original DS, it came with Fire Red, because you could play GBA games on the original DS, the brick,
Mhm.
the silver brick. Yep.
You could even play them on the DS Lite, I think, too. that
Yes.
had the
Yeah,
GBA
the
port.
GBA slot.
It was,
Yep.
DS.
Once 3DS came.
released,
Yeah. You're right.
And then from there, it was just
So what about I don't know. Do you guys have any Let's talk about the anime for a minute, because that was a gigantic, huge thing that only just ended a couple of years ago. For like the base run, and then it started off a completely new series. But
Yes.
Yeah, like growing up, like any like favorite episodes or like did you watch it at all? Like, what were your experiences with that?
So I
Any
didn't watch a
favorite seasons?
whole lot of the show. It was always on after I came home for the most part from school.
Mm-hmm.
I never really got into it. When it was on, I would watch it if I could, but most of the time, yeah. I think I had like one of the VHSs. I don't remember which one. I think it was like the Ponyta one
Oh,
because
okay.
that one sticks in my memory for some reason. I remember really liking the Ditto episode. Where
Okay. Yep. 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 Yep.
the
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Ditto that can change everything but its eyes, which has
Mm-hmm.
become one of the most iconic Dittos in the series at this point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of crazy because like yeah, every in the games it fully changes,
Mm-hmm.
but in all material like outside of the games, it always has the Ditto face.
Yep.
It's just yeah, that's so funny.
Mm. Yeah, because they even did that in the Detective Pikachu movie. I
I think so. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
think there was a Ditto that couldn't change its face, right? Yeah, the lady. That's right. The lady turned into the Ditto turned
Oh
into
yeah. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, they
human
had
lady,
Ditto
which was
people.
weird.
I forgot about that whole thing. Oh my lord.
I don't. I'm trying to think of other episodes that I can try to remember right now, but I can't think of too many. I never really ever saw like the endings of any of them for the most part. Oh, the Bye
Mm.
Bye Butterfree. That one, yeah.
Yeah, that one.
That
Everybody gets
one.
hurt with the
That
bye
one.
bye Butterfree.
That one hits hard. Um, the SSN episode, if that was what it was,
Though
involved in
that
that.
string was crazy. Those
Mm.
string of episodes, like getting on the ship, Ash trades Butterfree for Eradicate, regrets it immediately.
Cause yeah,
Team
it was a
Rocket tries
dumb
stealing all the
trade.
Pokemon. Ship starts to sink. Ash prioritizes getting Butterfree back from the guy, gets it back. He sinks with the ship. They're underwater. They have to escape before they drown. Crazy.
The
Then
Squirtle
they make it to
Squad.
the Squirtle Squad. Squirtle Squad. Um, yeah, the first series of Pokemon was crazy.
Yeah.
What about you, Sean? Any favorite episodes, or did you ever watch it all that much?
I watched it for a little as a kid. Same with Kyle. Not religiously, but I used to love the art style.
Mm.
Especially like how Brock would always have that green vest with like always looks like his eyes were like glued shut. Like, but yeah, but I used to watch it. Not all the time, but like bits and pieces. I remember watching it. Like the battles were cool. Obviously the iconic Pikachu with Ash. Um, the battles were definitely awesome. And then also going into stores and having it on in the background, like
Mm.
Toy Vault or something would always have it on.
Yeah, they
Or
don't have a TV in that store anymore.
remember KB Toys in the mall?
Yeah,
Yep.
first floor.
KB, I feel like KB Toys would have it on, or Toys R Us would have it. It's a cool show to just put on in the background, you know, just
Yeah,
Yeah.
just have it on. Yeah, but not too much with the show. But yeah, those are my main. Yeah.
I
What do you-
yeah, I did watch I feel like a decent amount of the first series and then I remember on Kids WB them like really advertising they had like the filler arc for the Orange Islands
Mhm.
and they like advertised like the finale of that arc so hard when he's fighting like the champion of the Orange Islands or whatever because it was like a full 6-on-6 battle like with the champion. It was just like it was crazy. It was a really cool fight. Dude had a Dragonite. Like
That's pretty cool.
just remember, I think the halfway point. I want to say it was a Gengar versus Lapras or something, and they were doing like beam attacks at each other, and it, like exploded, and like that was like the to be continued. Like it was crazy.
Hmm.
Any good episodes with Machop and Machamp? That's my favorite Pokemon. Machamp.
I think the Primate episode might have had them. No, that might have been Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee. I'm not sure.
I like
Yeah,
the
I think
fighting
that was one of
Pokemon.
the Hitmons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was one of the Hitmons. I think they were both in there, and Primate beat both of them, and then he let go of his Primate.
Mm-hmm.
But like that, the show definitely poisons your brain because like you go to play the game and you're like, well, Ash had all three starters, so I want all three starters.
Yeah.
Like And like
Yep.
that's like it's not that it's cheating, but it does kind of like cheapen. Like it just takes immediately 3 slots if you want to do that, and then you only have like 3 lesser like other slots to like pick with stuff versus like trying to have like a more like original natural team. But I did it all the time. I would put on both games. I would get to the point where I could trade in one of them and then trade over and then restart and then do it again until I got all 3 starters.
Then they started making it where you have to beat the entire game first.
Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah, yeah. I think I did that for the first 3 games and then stopped. Did I do it in Diamond and Pearl at one point? I might have. Not. I usually don't do it for my first runs. I'll do it like for a second run or something. But yeah, anime was always fun. Fell off of it for a bit, and then they changed all the voice actors out halfway through the Hoenn region. So all the voice actors changed, and then that really kind of killed my vibe with the show. Because you grew up with listening to voices, and then they're just kind of randomly gone, and all just because the Pokemon company took over the anime fully versus 4Kids. So just kind of sucked. But you, Kyle, me, and Nelson tried watching the black and white. No, was it black and white? Or was it not black and white? It was the one after X and Y. We tried watching X and Y because they really, really stepped up the battles in that one. Like the action direction, like all of that, like it was really crazy. And I haven't watched that whole series, but I've gone back and I honestly really like the Japanese version now. But gone back and watched like a lot of the major battles from that. Dude, they are crazy battles. Like they had Greninja versus Mega Sceptile. Dude, that thing was crazy. They had Sceptile versus one of the Mega Charizards, the black one. Like those fights were bonkers.
That's really cool.
And then the champion fight from the finale of the series, that was awesome. So cool. And they pulled one of the best possible moves they could have ever pulled and brought back the original theme song, like right at the end. At like the highest tier, like adrenaline fueled moment. Just that just riff starts playing and you're just like, oh my god, I wanna be the tears just streaming down my face, my inner child just screaming inside. Pikachu versus Charizard, just crazy.
I have to check that out.
Did you guys ever watch the movies in theaters?
I saw the second and third one in theaters.
I saw the first and second in theaters.
I think I saw the first.
Pokemon 2000.
Don't remember. I was 2000. Yes, I saw the first, but that was about it. I vaguely remember it, but I was excited to go see it. I remember I was pumped because that was just so fun, so huge at the time.
Movie.
Played the crap out of that VHS when I ended up getting it. The crap out of it. Pikachu's Vacation, awesome short, awesome song at the beginning.
The first two were so good. I watched a couple of the other ones after that. 3 was actually pretty good too. 3 was with Entei, right? That was Entei.
Yeah, 3 was with Entei. That was a crazy one, honestly. Like that was.
I saw that one, and I saw the Celebi one.
Yeah, Pokemon Forever.
Yeah, that's the last one I've seen.
Forever.
Well, I also watched the one where Pikachu talks to Ash in like a.
Oh, not I choose you.
Yeah, I watched that with Nelson. The animation was really good. It was just weird for.
I didn't like the animation. It was too. I don't know. It didn't mesh well with the old design with new animation. Like.
But what was awesome was one of the specials. The Pokemon Red short show series.
Oh yeah. That was really
where
cool.
It actually followed the storyline of the game. Yeah, that was so cool.
Yeah, those are we all watched those together. I think they had that. Then they had another. It was all on YouTube. Then they had another short later on where they did like excerpts from all the games for like different, just like random points. Like they had Lance and Dragonite infiltrating the Team Rocket base to try to save the Red Gyarados. They had that crazy one where
They do
it
a
was
lot
the
of cool ones.
the green haired girl with the Chansey, and they're in like
Mhm.
the haunted mansion. It's from the Diamond and Pearl. No, was it Diamond and Pearl? No, it was black and white. It was black and white, I think.
Nice.
But yeah, that was crazy. Just because like it was terrifying. Like they're just like sitting, like they're like they think they're eating food, and they're just like cutting air and like eating, and they have like no idea that they're like being like control. Oh my god, that was like horrifying. There's a lot of cool ones. And they had
Yeah.
another series of shorts after that too.
They have all sorts of. They still are doing, I think, some every now
Oh
and
no,
then.
now they're doing newer ones. They had the Pokemon Twilight, which that was all just like beautifully animated.
I haven't watched those. I think the last thing I watched was the special with the guy from Sword and Shield. I forget his name. The Charizard dude.
Oh, Leon. Yeah, I think that was Pokemon Twilight.
Was that Twilight?
Because that was the Twilight was the Sword and Shield shorts. So that was the one where
Then, yeah, I did
the
see
sick kid at the hospital, and like he's watching Leon and he tries to get like the letter to him. That's like the first episode.
it. Okay.
One of them, the Leon's brother, his
Mm-hmm.
his little sheep Pokemon like runs away, and that's a whole thing. But yeah, no, like all those little animations are awesome. Movies were fun, the man, they truly were able to keep the staying power of that show to keep it going for like 25 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like with the
'Cause it
same
came-
character
'cause-
doing the same thing basically
came
every
out,
single time.
Yeah, it came out in '97, I think, and then
I think
kept
20
going.
years then.
Yeah.
Still, it's a lot. Crazy.
And now it's still going, but just with a new cast of characters. I haven't really checked it out, but
I haven't either.
Yeah.
Uh,
Same.
I'm probably not going to. I'm just
I
gonna
don't-
play the games, and that's pretty much it.
I'm barely even playing the games at this point.
That's fair.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I also played a lot of Black 2.
Yeah.
X.
Black and White and Black 2, that was awesome. To have a full roster of new Pokemon and no
Yeah.
old ones, just to like actually have the real feeling. My God, this guy's got everything. I'm just gonna show off some of mine now, just because Hyrule Warriors. This isn't Pokemon. All right, well I've got
You got what you.
Sun and Moon, two of the ones that I
I'll
hate.
raise you. Also an awful moon.
Hey,
This
Ultra
is where I
Ultra
started
Sun.
hating it. I hated it so much I couldn't.
I have
get.
3 of the games that I hate the most.
And then I have X.
Yeah.
That's my last.
I don't have X over here, do I?
Did you have X or Y?
I had X.
X.
Nelson was the one that had Y.
Okay.
And then I got Alpha Ruby over here.
Oh yeah, I have that, but I don't know where.
Oh, sorry, Omega Ruby. Not
And then
Okay,
also the
story-
Sword and Shield double pack. Just to
Story
get all my
time.
games out of the way.
I have that downstairs. I have the double pack. Actually, no, I don't have the double pack of Sword and Shield. I have the double pack of
The new one.
Scarlet and Violet.
I also have that somewhere.
Show off some of my. These are my OG cards just some of my cards that they were part of the flood, but yeah, some of them are.
Sean
worse shape
says
than-
they're still wet, and
Yeah.
he's just leaving them there like that.
Well,
Like they're
these are
gonna
better than.
disintegrate.
No, these are better. These are in better shape than you can't really see, but these are in better shape than my current gens. But I need to. Here's my Gyarados. Oh shit! Can you see the? Oh, you can see my Gyarados and my.
Whoa, careful. Don't show your Gyarados to everybody.
Dude,
Yeah.
We don't want to get
show-
demonetized.
Don't show your Gyarados to everybody.
Yeah, but and then
Where's
these,
your model kit, Gyarados?
He's over there on top of my fridge, and I'm not gonna go grab him right now.
Oh,
You
that's
guys-
okay. I can see him.
You guys remember these Premier Edition cards? The
Yes, I had some of those.
Yeah, I
the
think I had some
the
of those.
yeah the cool
I also
Yeah.
had one of the Burger King gold-plated carrot ones.
I actually had all of them. They're gone. I don't think I have. I maybe have 1 or 2 of them now, but I did have the full set of those.
Damn,
Premier Edition.
those are worth some money.
Yeah, I love these things.
Not mine.
Because they're holographic. They switch. They're so cool.
I haven't read them yet, but I bought the
Oh, nice. Among
the
Us.
the first two series. So I've got the red, blue, green, and then the gold, silver, crystal series, or I just gold and silver.
That's cool.
But yeah, I'm planning on reading them at some point. But I think it was buy one get one or buy one get one half off at Newberry Comics. I was like, screw it, I really was interested in one to read them, and
That's pretty sweet.
I'm gonna.
I had some of the paperback books.
Oh yeah, I had some of the paperback books. I also had that the comic series. No, so not this one. The other, like it was like the thin like regular like U.S. comics, but they were like manga styled and they were actually drawn by a hentai artist.
Oh yes,
But
yes.
yeah, those ones I had that full
I
set.
remember watching a YouTube video about them. Isn't there like actual like borderline child pornography in them?
For the record, I was a child when I had these.
Yes. Yeah.
So not in the ones that came to us. They censored or just took stuff out.
Okay.
Misty's swimsuit originally was very skimpy. It was a full like wet. They changed it to a full wetsuit basically in the American release. They got rid of Jessie's bust pretty much completely in the American version, but she was apparently pretty busty in the Japanese one. I think those are really the only big changes they made.
I thought there was something about like Ash was in a bathtub with like someone.
Now it sounds like you're talking about Gundam.
There's a Gundam hentai that is actually canon, and that is so weird.
I
Anyway.
never heard of that one. I'm a huge Gundam fan. I've never heard of that.
Anyway.
Anyways, off track, demonetized, cancel the podcast. That series is actually really fun. It was a fun take on the story. Like it was some of the coolest versions of drawn Pokemon because they were like really kind of like animalistically drawn. Like they were like raw drawings. Like, they had like a Haunter that was like the size of a building, and like it was terrifying. Like
That's
I don't know.
so
It was just
wild.
it was really cool. Misty had a Gyarados that was like insane looking.
That's awesome.
It's definitely worth a read. I had I think for the first like volume I had the individual issues, and then I had the second two as volumes. I had like the whole series at one point, but it's been years and I think they're gone. But yeah, those were cool. There was like the Pokemon guidebooks, like the early like here's the book of all 150 one Pokemon.
Oh yep.
I had
a Pokedex book.
Yep.
I used to have
I had like a Pokedex toy.
the guide.
I had the Pokedex toy too.
I had the guide for the red version, the game guide, which is pretty cool.
That was awesome. For show. The guides were like kind of necessary back in the day.
For some stuff, yeah, definitely. Like, yeah, it was fun when like paper guides were actually like a legitimate, useful source.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool. It was kind of cool to actually to read a book rather than go on YouTube or go online.
Mm-hmm. It was cool just to like look at illustrated stuff in them and read the little excerpts and blurbs that they had and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I remember I didn't end up submitting it. But there was like a make fun of Pokemon. You would basically draw on the card and then you could send it in, and they liked it, they'd like feature it in the next issue.
Oh, that's fun.
So I had initially like I took a Krabby and I turned it into Crappy.
Oh no.
And I drew like a steaming pile of poo on him coming off the back and all this stuff.
Oh,
I remember doing that. Never submitted or anything, but I remember just doing that.
That's funny.
Zach, you got plush? Show me a plush.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Take me on a date first.
Sean's plush is at my house and it's in the basement, so too bad.
Yeah.
So thanks to Nelson. So
they've seen it. They've seen it before. If they've seen
our friend Nelson goes to Japan like once or twice a year, basically now.
Yep.
So whenever he's there, and he used to live there for a bit. So whenever he's there, he'd be like, "Hey, I'm going on a shopping spree. You guys want anything from the Pokemon Center?" And I'm trying to get my Hoenn team as plushes. So I've got Staraptor, I've got Torterra, and I've got Electivire. So that's 3 slots. I'm looking for Garchomp. I'm looking for Infernape, and I'm also honestly for the life of me trying to remember what my 6 Pokemon was. But I think it was Luxray. Luxray.
Okay.
But yeah, essentially looking for those guys, and then I got a nice big Gibble because I love this guy,
Nice, nice.
and then I've got Model Kit Rowlet because I love Rowlet too,
Nice, very nice.
Nice.
and then I've got a small Keychain Rowlet to go with my Model Kit Rowlet, and then also go with my big boy Rowlet because I love Rowlet. This is also one of my favorites. Like
He's adorable.
he's so cute. He's just so I didn't really watch the Alolan anime, but I've seen a bunch of clips of the Rowlet from that, and he is the cutest little fella. Those are my plushies. I'm not gonna go through all of them. I have a bunch of like little figurines over here, but one I think that's interesting. So I got the original Charizard toy
Ooh,
from the
nice.
'90s, and
Oh, that's
then
cool.
here is an updated Charizard model from like a set that came out probably more than a couple of
OG
years
is
now, but,
terrifying.
it is something, let me tell you. But I honestly like it more than I like the newer one.
The
There's
new
just
one,
something
yeah.
about it that has so much charm to it.
No, I like the OG
The newer
as well.
one's very detailed. Like I do like it, but this has a special place in my heart. I wish I still had this. I think I gave it to my sister because she loves Gengar, but we have the original Gengar toy too, and the Gengar's clear.
Okay.
So like it's like a purple clear like thing, so you can like see. It's like a really cool little guy. I love that. I got a Pikachu amiibo that I took from the Nintendo display from Best Buy.
Nice.
So that's fun. This is the Ho-Oh that came with the Heart Gold.
Yes, I have my
set.
I have my Lugia. I think it's on one of my like display shelves. So.
Little Electivire.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
And I've got full Bulbasaur of evolution set, full Blastoise evolution set, full Charizard evolution set. I've got the Hoenn starters, original Golduck,
Nice.
original Golduck. Recently at the mall, just bought a bunch of Funko Pops of Pokemon.
I've never bought any of the Pokemon Funko Pops. I just
So basically, one they were doing buy one get one, I think, or something
Mhm.
like that. So I was like, I'll see what's over here. They actually had a lot of cool ones. So they had Lucario.
most of the time these don't pique my interest that much. The only Funko Pop I have is a special edition. This isn't Pokemon related for this one, but it's the Heat Miser and Snow Miser Funko Pop.
Oh, okay. Greninja. I think Greninja looks real cool.
That's
Basically,
that's
if I think if it looks cool as a Funko Pop, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
Like Luxray.
You got
Pretty good
you
one.
got a good amount of Funko Pops. Not like a crazy amount, but a good
I
amount.
do have a good amount of Funko Pops. This show this real quick. Well, I can't really see it that well, but
Yeah,
that
there's a lot
whole
there.
little wall
That's a
right there.
lot
That's
there.
all. That's just Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh damn.
That is just Yu-Gi-Oh
Nice.
on that wall. And then I have like a few other ones that were like gifts, and I have some Digimon ones and whatnot. Because
Okay.
we're talking a lot about Pokemon right now, but I'm a Digimon boy.
Yes.
So if I like Pokemon this much, I like Digimon that much more. Got
Except the
an
Digimon
Umbreon.
games for the most part.
Oh yeah, no, the Pokemon games will always beat the Digimon games no matter what. There's no question about it. Digimon makes terrible. I think
Eh.
Digimon makes terrible games. People love Digimon World. I think it's garbage, but that's me. Umbreon.
Nice.
Damn.
But yeah,
Got a
so
lot
I
in
got
there.
those, and then I got the little model kits too for the starters.
Oh,
I have a
nice.
bunch of model kits actually. I just have them put away right now. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much my crap that I have for the most part.
Yeah. I have a Squirtle one. I didn't pull him down because he was too high up, and I didn't feel like climbing to grab him. I have a Squirtle one. I've got a Magikarp. He's got his nice derpy little
Nice.
face. Adorable. I've got a Gyarados. You saw already.
Gyarados.
I also have this one. Nelson got me because it's Pokemon Fit and it's got Japanese on it. So that's how I know it's Nelson that got me this one. Nice little Abra.
Oh, nice. I like that a lot.
Nice.
That's a good one.
I also have a Kadabra that's downstairs in the basement. I have
Mm-hmm.
a Rayquaza that's in the basement. I have Sean's Machamp down there.
Got my
I think
Machamp,
he's got
yep. I got a
else did-
Machamp and
I got
what's
one
the
other
other one?
What else did you get? Tauros? Was it
Ch-
Tauros?
Was it no, it wasn't Tauros. No, it was Machamp and was it Blastoise?
Maybe? I don't remember.
Might be a Blastoise. I know there's a Machamp down there.
And then for Christmas, our friend Paul used his 3D printer.
I wish I'd grabbed mine. It's downstairs.
He made us these little Switch case holders.
Nice.
I just have it on display instead and putting games in here. But yeah, this is really cool.
Yeah, it's
It's like
super
a
cool. He
Pokeball.
gave me an Electabuzz one. That's really cool. I have that downstairs on my shelf to display for everybody in the living room.
I might have
Along
some
with the
others, but
Gundam thing you got me on my shelf too.
Nice. Oh, I have 2 Squirtles actually. That's right. I have normal Squirtle of the the Pokemon just center line, and then I have it's called Sitting Cuties, and it's he's adorable and he's just laying down on his tummy, tiny.
Aw. Oh, I think I got one of those from Ari for Snorlax.
Yeah, they're adorable.
I love how you're like you were saying before, you would think Blastoise is your favorite Pokemon. It's just really funny that blue for Blastoise for the video game. You had the Blastoise hat. You're talking about the 2 Squirtles you got.
I mean, Squirtle was my starter.
And then when you lift your head up, it just says Blastoise on the bottom. So you're talking about the 2 Squirtles looking up, and it's screaming Blastoise in front of it. It's so funny.
Well, that's because they don't have a Gyarados hat. Well, they do.
All right. Note for Christmas for Kyle: get Gyarados hat.
They do. It's just one of those fedora hats, so I don't really. I didn't end up getting it. But I do have a Gyarados dress down shirt, button down.
Yes, I think I've seen that.
And it has one Magikarp right here, and then the rest of it is just Gyarados printed. My mom was so confused when she saw that shirt. She's like, "That's a really nice shirt." I'm like, "Yeah, it's a Pokemon shirt." She's like, "It is."
I have a shiny Gyarados in Pokemon Go.
Nice.
Couple of them.
You got the red one. Nice.
Yep, got the red one. Yep.
God, how do you feel about trucker hats?
Trucker hats? They're all right.
Yeah. All right.
Zach's like, I've got Kyle's Christmas stone.
I'm just saying. So right now, I've got 2 Christmas things or birthday things for my wife right now that I just have open tabs on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to say what they are in case she does listen to this. I have no idea if she listens to these or not. But yeah, now I've just added a tab for you.
Nice. I already have Chrissy's gift pre-ordered. I'm just waiting for it to release.
Excellent.
I also won't say. I also don't remember off the top of my head what it is. It was just something she sent me one day randomly, and she was like, "Buy for me."
What about you, Sean? Do you already have your Christmas present for your wife?
You got me on that. She's I know what to get her though. She's actually really into jigsaw puzzles, and she loves Survivor. So anything Survivor, the show, we still watch that.
Yeah. That show's
that's our
going for
you said
30 years now.
You said Jigsaw,
Yep.
and I know you. I thought you were truly going to say she loves Jigsaw from Saw.
Billy the
She
puppet.
loves Jigsaw from Saw.
Billy the
Just
puppet.
gonna grab the little, just gonna grab the Billy puppet and just.
I'll play a game. I want to play a game.
He's in a Speedo. It's a sexy game.
Actually, not to get off track, but can we talk a little bit about Pokemon Go, because that really got me.
We can talk
I mean,
about Pokemon
that
Go.
was Pokemon Go was a phenomenon. Like that, what 2016?
Yeah,
Something
came
like
out.
that.
Yep, 2016. I remember going downtown with a couple of our buddies, Kyle and Paul, just doing loops around our town hall in the park, because there was just a loop of Pokestops. You could spin like 5-10 of them.
Was following us. It was really weird.
That was kind of weird. Yeah, someone was following us, and then we would just drive around, and the passengers play safe, everybody. The passengers would flip. I would give them my phone because I was driving, and they would flip the Pokestops.
Yeah, I remember
because you could drive.
You literally almost ran the car off the road to get a Tauros.
Favorite Pokemon.
Nice.
Agumon.
But even this past weekend, my wife and I went on a long weekend, and on the beach, I was playing Pokemon Go on my phone a little bit, just doing some. I dropped a lucky egg, and I was ranking up and evolved a bunch of. I had like 30 Pokemon to evolve, so I was like, yeah, I'm
Damn.
sitting here on the beach. I might as well just drop a lucky egg, and I had good service, so I just played Pokemon Go for a little bit. After
Nice.
I did, yeah, it was. But I love that game still.
I just don't. I don't
Yeah,
play
I
it a whole
still
lot,
I
but
I
I'll pull
play
it
it.
on every now and then.
Yeah,
I
I
still play
I
it.
almost
My
I
place of
almost
work
have
is
the
a Pokestop.
original.
It's great.
Oh, nice,
My
nice.
house is a gym.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
because you're level, you're able to do that now.
Huh?
Um,
No, his house is like always a gym.
yeah, it's because of the
Really?
church next door. That's
Yeah.
actually the gym. But
Oh,
it's
gotcha,
literally
gotcha.
it's. I don't have to like. I can spin this gym right now from my room.
But can't you,
Um,
when you're a certain level, like level 40, can't you put a Pokestop in your yard
I
if you
think you
want to?
can request to get something. I don't know if you can actually like they'll do it or not.
Yeah.
I've got 779 so far out of 787 that I've seen.
Jesus. I remember catching a couple in Japan when I was in Japan
That's cool.
because it was still kind of popular then.
I remember walking around your neighborhood for a Snorlax, and I finally caught it.
I forget there was like a Japan exclusive. Was it Farfetch? I think it was Farfetch.
Yeah, I think so.
And Paul and I literally I think it was 2 o'clock in the morning because we couldn't still sleep. We weren't fully adjusted to the time, and it was literally our last day. And all of a sudden, Paul's just like, "There's one down the street, Kyle." So we both ran out of his apartment to go get it.
I did an insane thing. So there was a Pokemon group on Facebook, and it was huge. And they would essentially do requests where it's like people, across the world or whatever, would log into your account for you, and they would catch whatever regional Pokemon was there, or people would do raids for you if you couldn't do have a party size for it. So I was part of that for a while. So I was able to get at that time all of the regional Pokemon that were out. But I think there's been some new ones since then. That group is done. No longer exists because Niantic changed their policies, and they're able to ban a lot easier for people who try to
Yeah, jump around or whatever.
I've caught 433 Scene 502. That's
nice. I was finally able to get this little jerk. I don't know if he's gonna come up on the screen.
Yep.
This little jerk. They've only released this Pokemon
That is
one time.
terrifying right now behind you. It looks like there's just glowing eyes right behind you. It's kind of creepy.
Oh God, yeah, that is terrible. I'm actually gonna turn around right now.
It's just a reflection of a light on the.
It was the shine. It was the shine on one of my Gundam bins.
But it was terrifying.
Yeah, that was absolutely terrifying. But yeah, Marshadow's only ever been released one time as a special event Pokemon when the movie came out, and I think it was the movie after. It was either I Choose You or it was the movie after I Choose You. I forget, but it was around that time. Crazy, but yeah, they finally released it again for Pokemon Go, so now I have it. I'm going to transfer it over into my actual game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. So, I guess I think we pretty much just about exhausted the topic of Pokemon for today.
Yeah. I'm sure we could talk about this for another 7 hours.
Forever.
Oh, real quick, I have to show you this for
nice.
the shiny Gyarados.
Very
nice.
nice.
I love this.
Very
I
nice.
love this thing. Look at this.
Nice.
But before
awesome.
we go,
Yeah.
let's go around the room. Everybody's favorite Pokemon. Kyle already kind of said his, but we'll still just solidify it. So Kyle, you start.
It's Gyarados.
Sean, your favorite Pokemon.
Machamp.
All right, Machamp.
And Zach.
All right, mine's tough. I'm gonna go with Electivire.
Okay.
But yeah,
He's
it's
awesome.
hard to pick a favorite Pokemon. It really is.
It really is when there's now 1,000?
Over 1,000 of them.
Yeah.
That's like pick your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card of 10 1,000 cards. You know.
Yeah, oh my god.
Good luck. Anyway.
But yeah, I mean, we all live in a Pokemon world.
Yep, we do.
No, it's a Pokemon world. We're just living in it.
Also that.
Nintendo owns us all. And with that,
I know, right?
hope you all have a great week.
And remember, catch 'em all.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.